Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral. And this week I'm going to do something I really don't do a whole lot of as stash ads and updates on some of the things that I picked up or recently purchased. And I kind of feel kind of weird about doing that. I figured this case I would do it because I was on vacation, and this is one of my favorite hobby stores, of course. And anytime I go into California, I have to go in there. And of course I'm talking about Pegasus Hobbies. Been there multiple times throughout the years. I think the first time I've been there was something like 15 to 12 years ago, and I was just awestruck. And I remember going in there and just seeing all of their aftermarket stuff and everything that they had. And I even picked up a model house kit that I still haven't built, but I have and I haven't. The one I actually bought at Pegasus Hobbies for $59, a 70 Charger RT model house kit. And I had already bought one, but they had it there, and then I picked another one up, and I still have that kit and I haven't built it. You can't buy those for $59, and even when Model House was last open, they weren't $59. But that's how long ago that was, and I've still got it in my stash. And I've got a pretty large stash, so I don't have a whole lot to get. So I picked one of these up, and I have one of these, a previous issue of it, but it's been reissued, and I actually want a second one because I plan to build one of these stock as the Galaxy 500 XL, and in about a year or two ago I had picked up a resin body to do the wagon, which I have that, and I had the decals made for it to actually be wood siding. So I needed another one for a donor kit, so whether or not this one gets built as the stock one or the other one becomes a donor, but I needed one. So I went and picked this up there, and while I was at it, got the Model Cars magazine that they had, and it says Pegasus Hobbies right on it, which I found out they had moved. I'm glad the navigation was able to pick it up and show me where it was at, because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember these directions when it was taking me there. And then I saw the outside of the building, so I filmed some footage, but I couldn't stay long because I had my family with me, and we were enjoying Disneyland and everything for 4 days. So we had a really good time, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to stop. But when you go there, you got to pick up some wheel and tire sets. So I picked some up here, and they really don't sell their tires anymore, which is what I really miss, but I picked up some of the wheels and tires. And I got a couple of the lowrider ones here, which would surprise many of you, but I would like to someday build a lowrider and do one of those crazy paint jobs. It's one of those things that I would like to do. I'm not really into lowriders, but I really do appreciate the paint jobs, the chrome, the artistic that goes into them. And for me, not getting into the big debate on whether or not lowriders are practical, because I have driven one. I had a friend in high school that built one. I had a couple of friends in high school that had some, and I've driven it. And it was an experience, and I enjoyed driving it. The loud stereo, the tiny little chain steering wheel, but in Arizona that's kind of a curse, burn your hands. And then the turning radius, and then those low profile tires, and all the bumps, and you really can't go fast in any of those things. So while it's not the most appealing to me, I always admired the artistic paint jobs and the work and the level of dedication it takes to build one of those. To me, they're just pieces of art, and I love them for that, but I don't think I would own one or actually drive one around, although I like my lowered pro touring cars like that. But it's just something, you know, in my youth I built like 2 lowriders as a kid, and neither one of those models had survived. I remember one was a 64 Impala, one was a 70 Impala, both AMT kits, and I enjoyed building them, and they just got trashed. But that's what these are for, is I want to build another one and do a crazy paint job like that, and just a challenge to myself. So that may or may not appear on the channel, and may, you know, if it's done or when it's done, or if I do the paint job, I may do a video on it. I'm not really sure. But we'll get to the footage of what I filmed, and I'll share with you what I saw in that huge warehouse that they moved to. Well, here we are. We made it after feeling like I was lost, and my GPS telling me to go a different route than I remember going before. But it's been a while since we've been here, so just taking a moment to look at this new sign here that's hanging off the freeway. I had to take a moment and look it up, and found out it did move, and it was February of this year that they opened at this new location. So a little surprise there, but it's right off the freeway and a little noisy. But check out this building. This is huge. I remember the other building being pretty big, but this one's even bigger. And it's 2 stories, it appears like, because there's some stairs over there and you have to walk up them. So here we are at the entrance here, and just walking right in. And look at this. Go this way for airplanes and boats, and the other direction, plastic models, games, and trains. So I gotta go head this way. But check out this counter. All this stuff. This place is huge. There's a lot of things here. All the paint racks in the back. More paints and supplies all right here. And tons of die cast. There's some really good looking cars here. A couple Eleanors down there, a Mach 5. All kinds of good stuff here. Wow. It just keeps going and going and going. Some Super Bs, a couple of Road Runners, just all kinds of stuff. Check out that Volkswagen. Alright, here we are in the back. This is all model kits, what they got in the corners here. Lots of stuff and all their pegboards. I remember them having them at the old store. Just a quick look around here. Here's the car aisle. And we'll get a closer look at that here in a second, but wow. Alright, let's take a closer look at this aisle here. Got some Grand National GNX kits. Foose Cadillac, a couple of Cadillacs here. The Del Rey, 68 and 69 Chevelles. The Nova Copo Nova, or actually that's the Yanko. Got some trucks here. The 68 Charger and 70 Charger. The 29 Ford. One of my favorites, the 66 Shelby. All kinds of stuff here. Classics, 55 F100. There's 69, geez, just keeps going. Volkswagens. There's some cop cars right there. There's our Pro Street 57. There's all kinds of stuff. Alright, let's go down. Alright, built that Snap 57 Volkswagen there. Not a very fun kit, but a lot involved in that one. 65 Coronet, AMT Chargers or Challengers, and some Chargers there. Lots of stuff here. 64 Belvedere. There's that 69 Cougar. Haven't seen that in a while, and that's an older box. I think that's a 90s issue right there. I have to look that one up. Christine. Probably should pick one of them up. 53 Ford, Ranchero. Let's see. 55 Cameo. Got a few of those. I got a number of these. 68 Shelby GT500, 67 Shelby, and the Fastback regular GT. Here we go. There's the 63 Galaxy 500 XL. Got to grab one of those. 57 Chevy, 69 Riviera. Looks like an older box, but that's a more recent release. Alright, very bottom shelf here. Let's see. Let's get the camera down there. Just keeps going. All kinds of stuff. Ice cream. Ooh, I could use some ice cream right now. Let's see. Monopoly kit. Knight Rider 2000. Bat Missile. Joker Goon Car. Alright. Ford GT. That's a good kit. It's a Snap kit, but it's still a good kit. There's the Mach 5. Been eyeballing that one. Maybe I'll have to pick one of them up there. Batmobile. Got one of those in my stash as well. Some more of the vintage Batmobiles. The 66. The Adam West Batmobile. It's one of my favorites. Alright. This Chrysler 300s. A lot of good stuff here. Hudsons. All those trucks that are hot. These Skyline GTRs. Honda S600. Thought about that kit. 66 VW Beetle. Got one of those. Bunch of those race cars up there. Let's see. Just kind of skimming through it very fast. There's some vintage kits on the top shelf that haven't been issued in a while, but here they are sitting on the shelf waiting to be bought. Motorcycles. And some clear display cases. Which those were getting kind of hard to find. Let's see. Got some Salvino Jr.'s kits here and some NASCAR kits. Understand these are all good kits. I've only picked up the 71 Charger. Richard Petty's 43 car. More NASCAR. Haven't built one of those in a very long time. Let's see, some more NASCAR. Piranha. Okay. There's some old testers kits. Look at that. Alright. Supra, if you're into those. The new Supra kit. I heard that's a good kit. Here we go, Z-Tune. I got a few of those. Or actually one, but I'm glad they reissued that kit. Mine, I messed up the paint job and I had to ask them for a few things. Porsche 959 to 300 SL. The LaFerrari Ford GT. Got some of those also in my stash. Let's see. Another Enzo. Some more Skyline GTRs. Some more Z-Tunes. Like I said, I'm glad that kit came out. Mine was a kit from '05 and I messed up the paint job. And it said to contact them for a decal sheet and the metal transfers. So I emailed them and they were nice and kind. And since the kit was recently reissued, they sent me the decals and the transfers. So I was pretty happy about that. So I get moving back on that kit. Got some Formula One cars and some other vintage cars that... Some rally cars here, all kinds of stuff. Just really seems to go on and on here. Alright, speaking of going on and on, you gotta check this out. There's their case full of wheels. And it's nothing compared to what they used to offer. But here's the lowrider wheels where I picked from. And these are pretty cool. Not much of a selection in the big wheels. There's the mag. And here we go, some die-cast. Some more die-cast. My son couldn't believe this. Look at this wall of Hot Wheels. That's a lot of Hot Wheels. My son saw this and he was like, whoa, that's a lot. And it just keeps going and going. Just an entire wall. And I was half tempted to look through this, but I really didn't have time to look at this. This was just crazy. And even crazier, that's only one wall. Here's some more die cast and some cases. Lots of die cast. And here's some more die cast right here. All kinds of good stuff. Some movie car stuff too. Fast and Furious. Let's see. DeLoreans from Back to the Future. Love those. Bumblebee. All kinds of the little ones. I always seem to pick one of those up for Ryan. He just loves those. Joker car. Just and some construction. He loves the construction ones. Some more Batmobiles. And you come around on this side. You go to the other side here. Check this out. That's just one aisle. See this? Just tons more. Alright, this is the second aisle of Hot Wheels cars. And it's even longer than the first one. This goes all the way down. And if you're a Hot Wheels collector, this has got to be nuts. Look at that. 2 aisles of Hot Wheels. And here's a few other miscellaneous cars. And then more of the die-cast display cases. And it goes around to the front. So I think that'll do it for now. So thanks for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. Really appreciate it. You guys, you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next Saturday.